Dan, thank you. Well, now to those chilling new details about the life inside that home where 13 children were allegedly held captive. Their parents now facing the possibility of life behind bars.
Yeah, Matt Gutman is tracking this case and the new information we have learned.
The parents, who police say routinely chained up their children, now in shackles themselves, facing the first rung of justice in court.
People in the state of California versus Louise Ann Turpin and David Allen Turpin.
David and Louise Turpin pleading not guilty to a combined 75 counts of torture, abuse, and imprisonment of their children spanning decades. If convicted, they could face life in prison. District Attorney Mike Hestron detailing the deeply disturbing alleged physical and mental abuse, including starving their children and then taunting them with delicacies.
They would buy food, including pies, apple pies, pumpkin pies, leave it on the counter, let the children look at it, but not eat the food. Instead
of food, the children were fed a steady diet of cruelty. These pictures show one of their Texas homes years ago, grime smeared on the stairwells, human filth on the floors. The district attorney saying the children were allowed to bathe only once a year, and none of the victims had ever seen a dentist. And the punishments for infractions like washing their hands above the wrists progressively got worse.
First with ropes. One victim at one point was tied up and hog-tied. And then when that victim was able to escape the ropes, these defendants eventually began using chains and padlocks to chain up the victims to their beds.
The one thing the children were allowed were journals. A surprising hole in the Turpins' fortress of deprivation. DA Mike Hestron believes the hundreds of journals could prove significant going forward.
My guess is that that's going to be powerful evidence about what was happening from the perspective of the victims, what was happening in that house.
So your understanding is that they were actually able to document what was happening to them in their journals in almost like a real-time basis?
That's my assumption, and I do believe that that's going to be the case, yes.
Doctors are now treating the siblings, one of whom is 29 years old and weighs just 82 pounds. That medical staff also acting as their guardians, and they're hopeful for their future.
We've limited the type of physicians that go in to see them. We've used people that we knew that they could develop a bond with and trust, and we feel that we've done the best for them while they're here.